Hello and welcome to Chrissy Love, my perfume review channel. My name is Chrissy. I'm very glad to have you here. And thank you so much for liking this video and subscribing and being part of this conversation and community with me. Now, I usually focus on the positive with perfumes, but recently I have had a few run-ins with some blind buy fails. So I'm going to share those with you today. And I'm kind of wondering if anyone else out there has had similar experiences. So I have 3 here I'm going to talk about, and all of which really surprised me how much I disliked them. What I'm going to start with here is Prada Candy Low, the Eau de Toilette. And I thought this was, for sure, going to be a winner for me. It has a top note of citruses, middle note of sweet pea, and base notes of caramel, benzoin, and white musk. Like, how can you go wrong? And when I sprayed it on some paper, I really do get caramel and sweetness, and it is yummy. And then I spray it on my skin, and that's where everything goes wrong. It is just this like citrusy, floral, effervescent blah, like this cloud of nothing. It doesn't have any of that sweetness, doesn't have any of that benzoin or that caramel or any like gourmand elements. It's like they all just go away as soon as it touches my skin. Yeah, it's like so nondescript and just not good. I don't even know how to describe this right now. I'm getting a little bit of the sweet pea, I guess, but it's like there's musk in there and it's just not working. The sweetness is like clawing to get out, I can tell, but it just can't quite overcome that sweet pea smell. And I don't mind sweet pea in general. I think it's a lovely floral smell, but it's not a good sweet pea. It smells like a earthy, like dirt almost smell. So bizarre, right? But then on paper, I get the sweetness. So it must just be my skin. But for whatever reason, this is a total blind buy fail for me. And this is Prada Candy Low, the Eau de Toilette. I'm rather a collector of the Miss Dior fragrance line, and only a couple haven't really worked for me. The Eau de Toilette has not worked for me. And now this one, sadly, the Miss Dior Le Parfum Eau de Parfum, and I have it in a sample size, thank goodness. Now, the top note is mandarin orange, the middle notes are Turkish rose and Bulgarian rose, and the base notes are amber, patchouli, and vanilla. And all I get with this one is like a patchouli bomb. It is 100% patchouli. It's like almost a hippie patchouli. It's very earthy. It's not like given levity or sweetness like the original Miss Dior is. This is just like a earth patchouli. I am so surprised, and I think that the Le Parfum might actually be discontinued. That's at least an older version. So that might be why it's just not a modern fragrance like I'm used to now with like more sweetness and more vibrancy. I think that, you know, decades ago or even just a decade ago, they liked heavier perfumes. So maybe that's what this is supposed to be. Yeah. But I can't do just straight up patchouli. It just does not work for me. I need something else in there. I wish I got the mandarin orange even, but I'm not even getting any citrus. So that was a fail for me, which is the Miss Dior Le Parfum, which is by Christian Dior. This next one got such mixed reviews online. I probably should have known it wasn't going to be a clear winner for me. And this is Lady Gaga Fame. And let's see what the concentration is. It's an Eau de Parfum concentration. Now the notes are honey, apricot, incense, orchid, belladonna, jasmine sambac, and saffron. And this is a really interesting concept perfume because you can see the liquid is black and it's supposed to come out clear. And to prove it to you, I'm just going to spray it on a white piece of paper here. And you can see it's still totally white. It's not black when it sprays, which is cool. And then, but it also does this metamorphosis between my skin and my clothes, which is just so bizarre. Like on my clothes, I get straight tuberose. Like it is like a buttery tuberose, even though that's not one of the notes. It is intensely buttery floral. And then on my skin, it gets more of that honey and the apricot, which isn't bad, but the problem is that when I spray perfume, I spray on my clothes, my hair, my skin, I spray everywhere. So if a perfume smells like a different perfume based on where I spray it, that's not going to work. I'm going to walk around smelling like a crazy person. So, yeah, and even the honey that I am getting, I'm getting it on my skin, but it's like such a floral tinge in the honey too, which I'm not a big floral person. Yeah, so this is like a fascinating perfume as a concept, and I do think it's supposed to morph on you. That's supposed to smell a bit different on everyone. So that's a nice concept, but no, it doesn't work for me in practicality. So again, this is Lady Gaga Fame, the Eau de Parfum. So let me know, what perfumes have you tried lately that were just total blind buy fails? I would love to hear. And I'm definitely putting these perfumes up on my Mercari page soon. And I'll link that below so you can find those if you do have an interest in these perfumes, because I don't think they're bad. I think they would smell better on someone else and are just not to my taste. So anyway, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a very beautiful day.